Yay!
What? It's time. All right. So, hey, everybody. I am Jamila Damiani, your realtor.
And I'm Jasmine, your interior designer.
And welcome to the In Your Space podcast, where we focus on bringing you the real in real estate
And interior design.
Of course. Hello. Come on. All right. So we want to welcome everybody back today. You know, you stuck with us.
Yes,
right?
Thank you.
I mean, you got past episode 1, which is essentially getting to know us.
Introductions.
You know?
Hopefully it felt like you were getting to know some really good friends, right?
Yes. And I welcome anyone who is listening and watching this podcast to have a drink. It's so much more fun.
Okay. We're not drinking.
Listen, I brought my water.
This is water and white cranberry juice, guys. It's delicious.
So, all right. So we're back and let's do some catching up.
Okay.
What has your week been like? What has it been?
It's been crazy. So my oldest son is out of school now, so he's back home with us for the month. So school starts back up.
Okay.
And in the midst of all that, I've got projects going, renovations happening, design work coming, and it's staying busy. How about you?
Hold on. No.
Don't
just jump to me. Is there anything that you have going on out of your projects that are extremely exciting?
Can I be honest?
Isn't that what we're here for?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Not really.
All right. Well, fine.
Yeah, I'm chilling. It's fine. Things are great, but I'm not like, I'm just I'm in survival mode, right? That's where I am right now. Trying to make it to September 6th.
September 6th. And what happens for September 6th? Wow. Okay. Well, that is certainly being honest and real.
Yeah. Let's keep it real. How about you? How have you been doing?
This week was a tough week.
Yeah.
It was tough in so many different ways. And I think that, the first thing is that unfortunately, we've had a death in the friendship zone. And so that's been tough. And I don't want to really talk too much about it because of, privacy.
Right.
But it's been hard dealing with that, working through all those emotions. But at the same time, work wise, it's been kind of crazy. And I have to say, you sent me on a downward spiral.
Okay. So I apologize in advance for the subject matter, guys. Okay. So just to preempt this episode.
Yes.
How we're going to pretty much play it is like Jamila's going to take a topic one week. The next week, it's going to be my topic. And we're going to just go back and forth like that. So the first one was like us just kind of riffing. This one is actually a subject matter.
It is.
It's my idea.
It's a real subject matter, which when writing for this episode, because of course you need to write.
Yeah.
You just don't want to go off the cuff. You could. Some people are good like that.
Yourself.
Like Jay-Z, right?
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't do a cipher, but yeah.
It kind of sent me on a downward spiral. It gave me a lot of things to think about, and we'll certainly get into that. But before we get on our topic.
Oh, come on.
We can't yet. Cliffhanger. You have to wait.
Come on. Okay. Where are we at?
We have got to go backwards into episode 1 very quickly.
Time traveling. Yes. Okay, let's go.
Yes, we are.
Let's go.
And the reason why is because, remember, we did not have our picture of our
we weren't ready.
Sexy partition.
We weren't prepared.
We were not prepared. So I want to get us prepared. I want to cue this thing up because, again, hey, I'm just a little old realtor.
Mm-hmm.
But, to my right, your left, we have an amazing interior designer and we need you to see her excellence. So we have this picture. We're going to cue this thing up. All right. Our visual technician, he hit the mark. He hit the magic button
on the big screen.
Please, Jasmine, tell me what we see.
All right. We don't have to really go back really into it because we kind of chatted about it before, but this is basically just an accent geometric wall partition that I made for a project where there was nothing there before. It was kind of just open down into the entryway, unexciting, uninteresting. And we just kind of, before. But now because of this geometric accent wall we've got there, you can see it just brings so much to the space. And the finished proposed design is to the right of the screen. So you see what the couch is actually furnished. At the moment, it's still in progress. So that was actually an amazing piece of custom accent wall that was built by Ernest and his team over at Mag Development. Shout out to Ernest.
Shout out.
And so that was an in progress photo he sent me, like while he was building it and putting it together. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be slow moving because I understand that when I do e-design, I'm not going to get the instant gratification of seeing it all done. That's one of the drawbacks of doing e-design. But when you see something like this, it's like, oh, they get it. Like the vision is coming to fruition.
And so I have to go backwards real quick because I need you folks to understand this was the part in our relationship that Jasmine didn't know that I said I do.
It was a spark.
Before she even asked me to be with her.
What?
I don't know.
What is happening?
I don't know. No, but seriously, no, this was the photo that I saw where I was like, oh my God, I am such a lumbersexual. And I need to point out a few things.
She's saying it again.
I am, because I'm not going to stop saying it. Look at the wood, you guys. Look at the wood. It is absolutely stunning.
Look at the wood.
I mean, there's not just wood on the partition wall. There's wood throughout this whole thing. And I need to hit this from a realtor's perspective really quickly.
Hit it.
I can't say whether or not I'm correct, and I could be wrong, but to me, this looks like an amazing redesign of a bi-level home. And bi-level homes are very interesting.
You're right. You're exactly right. That's exactly what it is. So on the bottom floor is a whole nother house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there we go. And this is how you want to do a new bi-level. This brings so much dimension into this. So I see the partition wall, wood. I see the wainscoting, is it on the side? Wood. The floor, wood. And then the other wall, wainscoting, wood. And then if you look a little deeper behind that couch, I saw more wood.
Yeah, the island.
See what happened? So this is amazing.
Thank you.
I love the colors, and black is in.
Oh no, it's my lane. It's not really a signature because I go by basically the client themselves, but the client for this project was very much like, let's bring all of the black royalty vibes in, and that was what this space is. I
absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It's stunning. It says so many things to me, and it honestly makes me want to buy a bi-level.
Thank you. That's great.
I'm not attracted to bi-levels, but
they are hard. They are hard. Amazing. Yeah.
So, all right. So we got that, right?
Okay. Yeah, we got it.
And thank
you for showing that.
Thank you for indulging me. We're going to switch our screen real quick back to our beautiful selves.
Yes.
And we're going to go into
my topic.
No. We're still on.
Why are you drawing this out?
Because we have to.
Okay. All right.
So
go ahead.
Because we have to. So no, before we even get there.
Yeah.
We're going to move straight into our fun segment.
Oh yeah. Like I'm looking forward to this. Okay.
All right.
Let's
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a segment, and our segments, we're going to be popping up with different segments every single episode. And this one is called, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. What the hell were they thinking?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did take the hell out, but then it just came back in naturally. And I'm going to say it again. What the hell were they thinking? Simply because when, let me tell you how I got here. Short story. I'm out there taking a client to see a home.
Was your real life experience.
This is a real life experience.
Because they're going to be from real life, and they're going to be from things we spot online.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I took a client to see a home. He was interested in a certain price bracket, of course, certain area. And as soon as we go to see this home and we walk into the kitchen, my immediate.
Did we share this yet?
Not yet. No, hold on.
Okay.
Not yet. But my immediate was, what in the hell is that? And we took a minute to discover what it actually was. So now we're going to share this with you, and we're going to come up with some things like, what in the hell were they thinking?
I think I know what they were thinking.
I think we know what they were thinking now.
Yeah.
Once you see it. But all right, it's a little bit of faux pas, and we are going to pick some fun, but we're also going to try to create some fixes.
Yeah, some real life solutions for maybe how to not do this.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
All right, so visual tech guy.
Sir engineer.
All right, we are up, and all right, you guys, what the hell were they thinking? And if you're watching this on YouTube, because it will be on YouTube, we want you to go ahead and put your comments
down below. Yes, please share.
And not only that, I know you guys can't bark back at us on the other podcast stations, but YouTube, put your comments below and what the hell were they thinking?
Yeah.
And go, Jasmine. What were they thinking?
So clearly, all right, we're in a kitchen space. All right. First thing that comes out to my mind is I thought this was actually bigger. Based on your first image, I thought that this was that was the floor and there was a random cabinet on like a pedestal, right? I didn't understand what was going on. Then I saw the other two pictures and I see that this is a cabinet that's in front of what appears to be a water line that they are attempting to hide behind some framing of wood of some sort. That's my first. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just looking. I did not see this in person, but I think that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to hide it. Because even if you can see the first picture, it goes above the cabinet too. So it's kind of like skinny, big cabinet, skinny down to the countertop, which was a bold move. And I really think they just didn't put the water line behind the wall. It was like they had a dishwasher. Oh no, there's no water there. Instead of actually doing the labor of having it installed correctly, let's just put it through the countertop. That's what happened. That's what that is.
Well, okay. No, when I first saw this, I went, again, what in the hell is that?
Yeah,
and my
it's
client,
bad. It's bad the longer you look at it.
My client did the same thing. And there's so much going on here. I have to say, I applaud the efforts of the different textures.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, people can try. People can try.
Okay.
So we have, those were real granite.
Our engineer looks really confused.
real granite countertops, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you have the subway tile in the back. And then you have this beautiful different, don't go there yet. We have this beautiful different, not different, but we're starting to see a lot within the last 5 to 6 years.
I just saw something else. I'm sorry.
Geez.
I'm sorry.
Within the last 5 to 6 years, we've been seeing a lot of gray cabinets. Now we're getting white cabinets. And this person tried to take it back to the wood grain.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate all of the efforts.
You're being so nice.
I am. You have to be nice first.
Okay.
But then when I saw the box, me and my client were looking at it and we were saying, so the cabinet wasn't mounted properly. And so this,
you thought it was holding it up.
Was their attempt to hold it up until I opened the cabinet and went, oh,
yeah.
Okay. So we were hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
And okay.
It would have been better if it was just out, because the cabinet makes it so much worse.
It does. It made it so much worse. But I still applaud this person's efforts.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
They were just not finished efforts.
So this is the other thing, Jamila, and I'm going to smash that whole attempt
Smash that like button.
At being very nice. Do you see the side of the dishwasher cabinet, you guys?
Mm-hmm, we see that too.
Do you see? It's the flooring. It's the flooring on the wall.
You're just seeing this.
No, I just saw it. That's why my body just jumped involuntarily. I don't understand.
We do understand what they were thinking, Jasmine. We understand.
I cannot.
We understand what they were thinking because clearly they ran out of something and they figured this would be the best solution. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, they would have been, let me tell you what would have worked with both of these solutions.
Okay.
Paint.
It's so simple.
It's so simple here. Listen, put the floor up. That's fine. But you can always paint that, right?
Not to look like wood.
Not to look like wood.
Mm-hmm.
You could paint, you could paint the box, but you could also paint the side of the cabinet. Make it make sense.
So I can tell you another solution. Mm-hmm. The real solution is don't do this. That's the real solution. Do it the right way. Have a contractor come in. You see a whoops, right? There's no water line. Oh no. Have somebody come in and do it the right way, because this, I don't know. Did you make this deal? Did the client took this, said I can work with that? No.
The short answer is no.
Okay. All right.
But I will say, let me tell you how hard I went on this.
I'm sure you were doing the whole, the whole spiel.
So, and I have to back it up. We don't know if that's a water line. A gas line. It could be a water line. It could be a gas line.
No, I think it's a water line because that's a dishwasher. There's no water there.
I still don't know.
even though the sink's right next to it. It doesn't make sense.
They didn't put it in the seller's disclosure, so we don't know. But that box right there, I was like, okay, so, this would be better if it's more functional. And so
it's a bread box.
Let's paint that box. And then, you can get the little Rubbermaid racks, and you can mount the racks on there, and you could put spices in there, or you could have one of those strips where you, like a magnetic strip, you mount it, and then you could put your silverware. I mean, not silverware, your cutlery.
Okay, your knives and stuff.
Yeah. You make it functional. You make it make sense.
No.
It's not so bad.
No.
So my sell tactic didn't work.
It didn't.
Clearly it didn't.
It's not working now. It's bad. It's bad. Don't do this, guys. Please.
So if anyone else has a solution to this...
I'm sorry, because I really didn't offer anything.
Faux pas. No, you didn't. You said don't do it.
I'm sorry. I can't. It cannot be born.
And this is why I am a resourceful, crafty person.
I'm resourceful. I'm resourceful and I'm crafty. However, I am used to being able to say, yeah, we're going to do it the right way from the beginning, so we don't have to do little shortcuts at the end. I honestly think it would have been better if you had left the pipes exposed, painted them white or sprayed them white so that they kind of blended in with the backsplash and the wall above. And then it's not so much, I mean, it's still weird, but it's not so weird that we have to have a segment about it on the In Your Space podcast. But
they would have lost storage space.
What's more important? What's more important? What is more important? Storage.
A place that I can put my cups. That's what they thought. That's what they were thinking.
Okay, well, you know what? You can still have the shelf there. Just don't have the pieces of wood above and below trying to hide it, because that makes it worse. My opinion.
I would love to see this redone, but I don't think we're going to. So, all right, you guys, make sure you put your comments down below.
Please let us know what you think.
And about what the hell were they thinking, and also how they could fix this. At least the person moving into it who's taking a chance on this home.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Every home needs love.
Yes, it does. All right. So we're going to move on.
Are we?
To our real.
Woo!
Yeah, she is so excited about this. We're going to move on to our real topic. And Jazz, you're going to lead us on this.
All right, guys. So yeah, this topic is one that I was randomly thinking of because in coming up with topics, it seemed like the most obvious to me. I am a creator who uses social media literally daily, just about hourly, honestly, to promote my business, to kind of get inspired by other people that are in the same industry as myself. So I am constantly aware of what other folks are doing. And that led me to think about the topic of competition, right? And so then the question came up, how do you deal? We're both in very competitive industries, right?
Extremely.
Let it be clear, being a realtor is no crystal stair. Y'all are fighting each other, elbowing each other up to the front steps, right?
To some degree, yes.
Interior designers, similarly, right? It's we're seeing what each other is doing. We're trying to, you got to stay with it. So the same goes. So I wanted to ask you, how do you deal with competition, and how do you let it mold your business model as an entrepreneur? If you do, right? Because I know some people are like, I don't see my competition.
Well,
come on, Jamila.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to put this out there first and foremost. I don't have the exact number, but over the last few years, because of the pandemic, there have been a lot more realtors.
Yes. And designers.
Sign up.
And designers.
And say, hey, we're going to sell and design you a home. Okay. So there have been a lot of realtors that have come to the table.
Right.
With more competition. Right. And I mean, I'm not one of them. I was here before.
Right. You're no G. Not old G. OG.
I'm an OR, original realtor.
Not an old.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. But, the person that I am in general, I have a lot of competition,
right? So
to speak, heavy quotation marks.
Okay.
And I think you sort of kind of hit the nail on the head for me. I see you, but that's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to do me.
Right.
And I think that it's the healthiest place to be in mentally, because if you focus way too hard on what other people are doing, not only are you going to lose yourself,
right,
you're going to lose your focus. So there are some, and let me praise them now. I could name drop, and I'm not going to do that because
not for free.
This is my show.
Not for free. No, but you know who you are.
Right. You know who you are, boo. There are some amazing realtors out here. Amazing.
Right.
And I get to be amongst some of them. But when I see them, I go, you're amazing.
Right.
I don't go, I want to be who you are. I want to do everything that you're doing.
Right.
I think it's important to see them, recognize them, respect them, see what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to be me. And I think that the more authentic I am, the more it comes across in everything that I do.
Right.
You know,
so I'm going to push back on that a little bit.
Go.
My answer is, okay, so it doesn't really conflict with that, but it is a little different, right? I work in a very visual field, right? Our proof is literally in the pictures we take after everything is said and done. Oh, she did that, right? Look at this design she put together, or he, I know it's, but like, so when I see my competition, quote unquote, posting things, sharing things they're working on, things they finished, projects, TV shows they're on, right? I use that as motivation. So it doesn't mess up my focus. If anything, it adds to it. Does that make sense? Like, it makes me push harder. It makes me hustle harder, because not like I'm trying to get what they have, but I want to get my version of success, whatever that looks like for me. So I constantly push myself, and I like to see what what my competition is doing. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree with that. Like I said, I see what they're doing.
Right. But I'm paying attention too. I'm like, oh, they were at this conference. Okay, how do I need to get into this conference? I'm doing that.
See, and
that's what I'm going to do.
And that's not me. And the reason why is because I think you just hit the nail on the head. And that's not an interior design joke. I do believe you hit the nail on the head when when it comes to you're like, how do they get to that conference?
Right.
See, that's not me. I don't care what conference you went to.
Okay.
Because it is about whatever your level of success is. So if that's whatever you're measuring success, and you're like, oh, well, that interior designer is amazing, and to get to that place, or, oh, I got to go and I got to do that conference. All right, I see it. I'm going to work towards getting there. I mean, I get it, but.
Because also for me, success is being in the right room for the right opportunity. If you're not in the room, you're not really a factor for that opportunity. So this is part of me also like kind of exposing my brand to people who don't know that it even exists, right? So that's just another way of like doing that. You know what I mean? So people who've never heard of Abode Above are going to be like, oh, this girl that I met at this random networking event, you know what I mean? I wouldn't know that was a thing.
Girl, do you know what it's like putting a bunch of realtors in a room?
It's probably like Shark Week. What is it?
I already consider myself to be a type AAA. You got a type A and a type B, and then there's the whole amalgamations of them. I'm a type AAA, and I've seen realtors that are way more than me, to the point where it puts me back in a corner, and I'm like, oh, I can't. It's too much. It's too much for me.
So you know what? In my mind, my imagination, I really did think that you would be the one in the middle of the crowd. Everybody's waving tickets, and you're at the top. Like, yes, I got it. No, but you're saying you're like, I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be over here.
In some instances,
okay.
Yes, but not in all instances. But I want to not go backwards, but hit on something real quick. So when I said that this topic put me in a downward spiral.
Yes, expand on that. What do you mean?
I have to. So, I found myself, I already had a bad week or an emotional week, and I'm trying to work on stuff. And I found myself, when you're trying to escape a thought.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me or other people, but those whole TikTok reels and those YouTube reels and those Facebook reels, they get you.
Yeah.
And so I found myself, looking at those reels and before I lose my train of thought. And I'm like, I see too much of what's going on out there. I started getting in my own head.
Right.
And started saying, why am I not doing this? And why am I not doing that?
Yeah.
But that's not who I am.
Right.
And if I try to do those things or hold myself to that level of standard, then I think I'm going to lose myself. And I honestly did lose myself this week to the point of having to go back and refocus and say, that's not who you want to be.
Right.
That's not even who you are naturally. And I want to pat myself on the back just a little bit.
There you go.
For being authentic and doing the things that I want to do. And I think that that's going to help me with my my level of competition.
Right. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, social media is the devil and Instagram is trash for making reels such a big deal, because most people have things to do. We can't come up with video content. It's hard enough coming up with picture content, to be quite honest. Even though I'm a designer, I still have a hard time putting together anyway. So yeah, so I get what you're saying. Definitely it can make you feel like you're not being genuine to yourself and to what you're trying to do. For me, I get that same feeling. I absolutely get the why am I not doing that kind of emotion. But my response is then to be like, all right, well, I don't need to do what necessarily the exact same thing, but there's a version of that fits my brand that I will do.
So is that
to push myself forward? Because I'm looking at her and I'm seeing success. So somebody else is going to see me and see success because there's, you know what I'm saying? That's how my mind kind of,
But we
turns.
talked about being a lazypreneur.
Okay, so
now
hold
we're talking
on.
about
Hold
success.
on. Those things are not mutually exclusive. They are both true. Okay? I'm not doing this at 7 a.m. I'm doing this when I have the time. I'm doing it when it makes sense for my schedule. My kids are taking a nap. Okay?
Okay. So let me ask you a question. All right. So clearly you don't have on blinders.
I don't. It's real deliberately because I want to know what I'm missing so I know where my next target is. And I told you I don't have goals. And I'm never going to tell you if I do have goals, what they are, because those are like speaking on wishes in my mind. Don't say what your goals are. They're like wishes. If you say it out loud, it won't come true. So
what is your level of success then? Oh, you know what? Don't go there.
That's off topic.
You actually said that last time.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And I think my listening ears said, I did hear you. It was essentially basically being able to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And having that freedom.
Yeah.
That's your level of success. It's not how many transactions you close a month.
Right.
So I understand that.
Yeah.
I was listening.
I appreciate it. All right. That was it. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to get more in depth into any other aspects of how you deal, but I literally just wanted to chat about what competition means to you and how you respond to it.
But okay, so I got that. But now my question for you is how do you set yourself apart from your competition?
Well, that's where being genuine kind of comes in, right? Because even though there are a lot of designers, even though there are a lot of realtors in our market, right? Nobody's doing what I'm doing exactly the way I'm doing it. And that's what sets me apart. My stamp, abode above stamp, right? People can, like, there's 10 designers that can walk into a house and be told, design this space according to your brand. My version is going to be completely different from anybody else's. I just know that, like, it's different. You know what I mean? So it's going to be different as long as it's authentic to who I am and what I'm trying to put out there. But I still want to put something out there, right? I want to know that that's something that I should be doing. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. So, but hold on. All right. It's authentic. But what happens when someone comes to you with something and says, can you mock this?
No.
Can you do that?
Mm-mm. I don't do copy and paste design. Absolutely not. And no, I just don't, because I'm not designing. Like, I've had people come up to me and be like, I saw this thing on Pinterest. Can you do this for make my house look like this? And I'm like, well, you could probably go to a contractor, give them the picture. They can probably make your house look like this, But if you want a design that's yours, I can do that. That's what I do, right? It speaks to who you are, how you live, what you're doing. You know what I mean? Where you're going in the design. It's not like, I want my house to look like J-Lo's house. All right, well, you got pictures.
You could do that.
You can do it, right? You don't need me to do that. You can do that. You know, so that's no.
Okay, no, we're not copy and paste jazz.
Oh no, we're not.
Do you remember growing up and having those cutout women that you could like put the clothes on?
Oh my gosh.
Did we do that
yes,
ever?
I did.
But do we do that in design at all?
No. I take inspiration, right? So like a lot of it is inspiration. You have to see what's possible to know how you can tweak it or change it to make it for you, right? But no, I'm never like, hey, she put this tile in the bathroom. I want to put that tile in a bathroom because I see, like, it's just not, it doesn't happen like that.
You can find ways to put that tile on the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
And she said, oh yeah, I got excited. That's what sets me apart.
That's absolutely what my version of it would be like. Let's figure out another way to do that.
And then we're going to smash that and we're going to mosaic it. And then boom.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. So that sets you apart from your competition.
What about you? Answer the question.
Well, first and foremost, I like to think I put the E in effort.
Okay.
Seriously.
No, you do hustle. Let me, you always, speak your speech on me. So let me speak my speech on my girl Jamila. She hustles. Okay. I am constantly standing to the side waiting for her to finish a very important phone call because she's getting them. Okay. You're busy. You're booked. But also she's constantly working. Like I have not seen a harder working realtor. I'll say that. I haven't.
You just said it.
I'm just saying. I'll say that.
You said the thing. I heard everything you said, but then you said the thing.
What?
You said realtor.
I did.
Now there we go.
Let's bring it back. Can we rewind?
We don't.
Realtor.
It's realtor.
Realtor.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't you troll me. You could have let that go. You could have let it go.
No, because that's all I heard after you gave me all of that.
Oh my gosh. Realtor.
But okay, so I appreciate that. And but no, in all honesty, I put the E in effort, and I think that it does show in general. But it's not just like in getting the work. It's more about like doing the work.
Yeah.
So, for instance, I'm extremely hands-on with my clients.
Oh, are you talking about the food that you cook for openings? Are you talking about that?
That kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes down to like, I've had clients where I'm like, okay, you need something painted. I got you. Let me help you save some money. I love painting in general.
Yeah.
So I'll paint that room for you. Let me save you some money. Oh, you need help. You're not good with organizing and putting things in boxes. I'm here for you. Did you say you needed a moving company? I got that. And I'm giving them resources.
Right.
And I try to assure all of my clients that I'm not just here to get the deal. Right. I want to get paid too. Don't let
put it out there.
Wrong.
Yes.
This is how we make our living.
Right.
But it's more important for me to make sure that my clients are their needs are being met. Right. Wherever they struggle, I'm there to kind of help them feel that whole, because selling a home is it's time consuming. It can be emotional.
Right. Absolutely.
Whether it's the financial aspect of it or the letting go. Right. And really some people struggle with that. So I really try to be there for them as much as possible and get in the trenches with them. And so very briefly, I had a boss, years ago. I cannot believe it's been so long. So when I worked for this major supermarket chain in South Jersey, they had 11 stores. I worked in 9 out of the 11 stores. And there were times when we would just have to sit at our desk and do the back end work or whatever. And my boss would come up to me and he said, "Kid, what are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm doing work." And he goes, "No, you need to get from behind that desk and you need to go out there with your people and you need to get in the trenches, because how can you, make rules or change the playbook or do whatever if you're not doing what they're doing."
Right. Hands-on work.
Got to be hands-on. Yeah. So I don't mind doing the dirty work, the grime, the whatever it is. And listen, I'm that person that I'll go get my nails done.
Yes. I'm seeing the manicure.
And then I'll go get them dirty because it makes me feel better, which is weird. But
it's not weird. It's great. It's not weird.
I think that at the end of the day, that is something that really will set me apart from some of my competitors.
Right. No, absolutely.
I'm really not trying to be compared to them. People will compare you.
Yeah, they'll do it for you. They'll do it for you. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So. Well, that's awesome. That's a good approach to competition and responding to it. And it seems to be that even though we have two different perspectives, we mostly agree, right? On the main points of, you use it however you need to use it and do away with the rest. You're not, using it to shape, too much what you're doing or how you're moving in your business. And I'm using it as inspiration, motivation to push my business forward. Okay.
Before we move on, we're going to go ahead and encourage everyone to make sure they like it, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe, please.
Right? You got to follow us on YouTube, and you got to follow us on the other podcast channels, which we'll be able to reveal that to you soon enough, and we'll put it in the description below. But stay tuned. Come back for our next episode where we are talking buyers and Instagram ready, right? Homes.
Yes.
Versus the reality home.
Real life.
And see, for me, this is a topic that is near and dear to my home, to my heart, to my heart
right.
and to my home, because I think it's personally ailing first-time home buyers, but even more the not new generation of buyers, but all of today's home buyers. So I can't wait to talk about it with you.
I can't wait either. It's going to be really fun.
All right, everybody. So until next time, thank you for tuning in to In Your Space podcast. This is Jamila, your realtor.
And this is Jasmine, interior designer.
All right, you guys, till next time. See ya.